My name is Bob Berkes. I've been doing insurance coverage litigation. This is my 30th anniversary. I started in 1979. I was interested to hear Steve Kazin bring up IG Farben. They, of course, became GAF Corporation. And my first involvement in asbestos litigation was when GAF filed its insurance coverage case against INA and a number of other insurance companies. And that case morphed into the California Coordinated Asbestos Insurance Coverage case that was tried in San Francisco in the mid-1980s, where a lot of these issues were decided, but none of the non-products issues was decided. That was a products-only decision. So the subtitle of this presentation is the money running out? And that's the real question here, because now we've been doing this for 30 plus years, and the nature of the litigation is shifting. The traditional defendant, the products manufacturer, is going either bankrupt or is not necessarily the focus of the case. You're seeing more premises owners and more contractor defendants getting involved in the case much long after people have died, documents have been destroyed, not purposefully, but just in the ordinary course of business. And so it's an entire new era. And this is extremely important because you have bankruptcy overlays with companies who are either defunct and not in business, whose only asset is insurance, or ongoing businesses that are otherwise healthy except for the asbestos liabilities they face, and they're trying to garner as much insurance coverage as possible. But the insurance coverage we're talking about now goes back decades. And because of that, there's a lot of variability. There's a variability in the policy language. There's variability in the the policyholders themselves and what they did, where they did it, and how they did it. And all of that is extremely important. This is very fact-specific and fact-driven stuff. And that is why, frankly, the insurance companies are winning a lot of these battles. And I can't wait to talk about a case that, quite frankly, is the insurance company's worst nightmare, and that is the AC&S versus Travelers case that Scott put up on the board. I cried, I wept when I read that decision, because the thing to remember about that decision is Travelers won. They won the coverage dispute. What they lost was a bankruptcy dispute. And that's why I never go anywhere without my bankruptcy lawyer when you're talking insurance coverage, because there's so much interplay between the two that if your policyholder isn't in bankruptcy, you ought to be preparing that they might someday go there and protect yourself when you're trying to sit down and resolve cases or litigate cases.